Hello, everybody, and welcome to the fourth episode of the Enemy Controller podcast with your host, Phil, and with my lovely three co-hosts today. We have Ant, Maurice, and Michael.
Why'd you do the long version? You know I go by Mori. What the hell,
homie?
Because you're a loser.
Okay, that's fair.
Wow.
And you're stinky. No, I haven't seen you in
That's
fucking
also
5
kinda
ever,
fair.
dude.
I thought about taking a shower today.
Oh, did you take a shower today? I think there's a no.
I feel like I haven't raised my dirtiness level yet.
The bubble likes me.
God.
Cheesy.
Did you still have the Santa hat on?
Bubble likes me cheesy.
I'm looking into getting a waterproof Santa hat at some point.
I
Why don't we
fucking
use-
hate you
That's
so
made of
much.
different material.
Mike,
Waterproof.
Mike,
carbon
Mike, I hear
fiber
about your
hat,
dog.
Like,
What do you mean?
Mike, I miss your dog.
we could dunk it in like Rain-X, like the stuff they use to like make it so water like repels off sports cars.
Oh yeah, I
Mike.
love that.
Mike,
What?
he's expressing his missing towards Bubba.
Bubba's a fat little doggy.
Yeah, after him licking.
Well, yeah, I know
after
he's
him
fat.
licking my
I
arms
could have
today.
told you
You can
that
come
one.
and, you can come see him whenever. Just don't.
That's right. I
don't
live
have
up the road, but like
coronavirus.
still, I miss him.
He misses you too, man.
Don't say the
I
virus
still,
name.
I do. I think I still have the
We're
phone
not
of me
fucking
squatting with
monetized.
Bubba
I
in
was
my
talking
hands.
about the beer.
Don't come with Corona beer. I won't accept you.
It's
Darn it! How'd you know?
No, Bubba misses you. Bubba told me the other day he'd like to give you a lick. Like, hello, nothing like, you know.
Nothing
A
weird.
little,
over
give him,
any
give him,
boundaries.
give him,
It's not like he,
give him
it's
the
not
old,
like he likes you or anything.
He's not gonna
Idiot.
pay
give him the old lickaroo.
Barca.
Barca?
Barca.
He's barking up the wrong
He's the old
tree,
lick.
Doc.
Oh my god, that sniffle
so,
was disgusting.
I guess,
What was I gonna do?
oh my god. So I guess we'll start off this as usual, as I mostly do. How was everyone's week? What'd you guys do? Did you play anything in this? Actually, not weeks, like 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, I've
I
been
think it's been
playing.
at least 3 weeks.
I have been replaying because like we have so much time on our hands. I've been replaying like Assassin's Creed like a shit ton.
And I've been watching him
That's
do
really
it.
cool.
Kind of like in preparation for Valhalla, the new one that's coming out.
Valhalla?
I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Me too. Me too. The game looks really exciting. The game looks really exciting. I'm very excited for that. I can't wait to play it. Hope it has a demo. I hope it has like a demo so I can play it, and hopefully it's good.
I would love to. It just kind of sucks because like Ubisoft kind of like clickbaited a bunch of people in a sense because like a while ago they were like, oh, we're having a Valhalla gameplay like demo like recording.
Oh yeah.
And it was like just like a cinematic trailer. There was no gameplay.
Yeah, they had that in the Xbox thing. We actually
Yeah.
talked about that a while ago.
It's like, what
Xbox
about
was like,
this
here's our gameplay
gameplay?
for a console. And I'm like, well, where's the gameplay?
It's like the opening
And it-
cutscene. The opening cutscene is not gameplay.
Yeah, and it just sucked. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess so.
Well, when you play the game, you watch the cutscene, so technically...
That's it. Yeah, that's the thing I'm trying to say.
And I'm gonna come to your house and just go
To your face.
slap the shit out of you.
To what?
The onomatopoeia.
To what part of
For
my
being
body?
dumb.
And then on her face.
I don't remember that.
You were asleep.
Oh my god. What about you, Ann? What have you been doing in this past 3 weeks of nothing?
I've been doing completionist challenge mostly. That's how I play games now.
I actually kind of watched the Super Punch-Out video a little bit.
Oh, that's not completionist
watch
challenge.
that.
That's just the content that's coming out
That's just
in June.
fun.
Oh, hey, listen, take the compliment, all right, asshole.
I mean,
Fuck.
I'm taking the compliment. I was just clarifying that's
Okay.
not what I was talking about. Yeah, I did the
Yeah, I
Super
know.
Punch Out speed run. I did a bunch of challenge runs and stuff.
That is very cool. I actually, my friend sent me a speedrun that they did for like an SGDQ kind of thing.
Oh shit!
Of Symphony of the Night crowd control randomizer, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
Because if you don't know what crowd control is, it's like the audience, like donating to like give you whatever you like, whatever weapons or items, or be cursed or just kill you. So you could be in the middle of a boss, and they'll just be like, okay, cool, die.
Wow.
They were giving the runner like a Segram, and it was really funny.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Because they were like
Wait, when
popping
in-
off like,
how-
yeah, we
how
got the
far in the-
Segram, let's go, and then they would just die, and it's like, ah, come on. But it was really funny. It was really fun to watch.
So what, you pay and then you just could just do whatever the hell
It
you
was
want?
like you get like 300, I guess, like bison bucks or whatever from like the from the like event that they did, and you would spend those points to do like whatever. Like, hey, he has 0 health, he's cursed, he has the cassette room, he has the Alucard shield, he has the library card instead of a weapon. So instead of attacking with your weapon, you accidentally use the library card.
Yeah.
And you get transported to the library, and they had to do a bunch of stuff to make sure you didn't get soft locked, right? Because that's like really shitty. Oh no, give me that. So it was really fun to watch. I actually might link it in a little bit because it was really fun. Because I've always thought about doing kind of running that game. I actually wanted to try and speedrun it, but I know it's fucking hard. Well, not so much hard, but just like I just gotta get used to it. That's what I did for Resident Evil. I wanted to speedrun that. I was like, fuck all these corners. I can't turn at this fast and fucking tank controls.
Oh yeah, you need like freaking really good cruise control for that.
Yeah, because in Resident Evil Remake they have stair gliding, which is with the tank controls, or you spam the run button, going up and down the stairs. You just kind of like glide. Yeah, so really cool stuff there. What about you, Mori? What have you been doing?
I've been doing a lot of Fallout 4 modding and Super Smash Bros. 4 Ultimate modding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
One of these days, I want to play it here on the channel with you guys. Just
some Super Smash Brothers Punch Out Wii version.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say, this is actually my first recording on my own computer. It came in a couple weeks ago.
Hooray!
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I finally have a computer, everybody. Yeah.
Did you make your own PC, or you bought one pre-built?
I got it from Jahan. I got Jahan's old rig.
Oh, nice.
I got Jahan's old rig. I had to go to Micro Center, like back and forth for like 2 days. It sucked.
Oh, really?
Because, so long story, I bought an SSD hard drive from Walmart. And I was like, okay, cool, this is sick. As soon as it comes, they plug it in, boom, bada, bing. But I opened the SSD to plug it in. It didn't have the circuit board. It didn't have it.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Like, the thing to plug the SATA cable into, nothing there. Nothing was there. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I had to drive all the way up to Micro Center to buy one. So I bought a 1 terabyte hard drive. I have no problems for literally ever, right? Awesome. So I get it. I go to plug it in, and I'm like, well, where's the cable to plug it in? Where's the SATA cable? And I asked Jahan, I'm like, hey, where did you put the SATA cable in the box? Or like, what's the deal? I can't find it. And he showed me where the port was. I'm like, well, that's cool, but where's the cable? And he's like, did it not come with your SSD? I'm like, no. So I had to drive all the way back out there, get a cable, drive all the way back, plug it in, it worked. Thank fucking God.
I'm sure you walked in and they were like, hey, Phil!
That's honestly how it is when you're like learning
Because Jahan
shit
told me
about
that
building
everything
computers.
was there, I thought he meant like literally everything was there besides the hard drive. I had everything else. I just had to put the graphics card in and all that shit in. So that was a fun adventure I had to do for like 2 days. I'm like, motherfucker.
I really want to build a new computer.
Better. To get the cable, I went to Staples. They didn't have them, apparently, which is weird. So then I made this mistake because on the Best Buy website, one of the towns said they were open. And I'm like, bet, let's go. And they weren't. And I'm like, fuck. But I was close enough to where the Micro Center was, so I could just drive there a couple of minutes and be like, alright, I'm done. So I did that, thank fucking God. So the computer works, everything works. I actually downloaded some stuff recently. I downloaded OBS too, just in case I wanted to do something. Do some recordings as such.
Yeah.
Little things. I was testing it out the other day. And I actually just been kind of chilling, playing a lot of Runeterra. Just been playing a little bit of Destiny here and there, playing League, getting a gacha emulator on my computer. I was like, why the fuck wouldn't I?
That's so fun. How do you feel about like the shit that's going on in Destiny right now?
This season kind of sucky.
I know that. I've heard that this season is kind of lame.
It was. a lot of shit was kind of like buggy too, so a lot of people were mad that like test your fucking game before you put shit out, right?
Well, you know, you got that excuse that you could say where it's like they were only operating at like half, like a quarter of the manpower that they normally would be.
Yeah, I know that was a thing, and I know a lot of the counter argument was like, well, how with their like computers at home and whatnot, how could they not be up to speed or up to code or whatever? But I just saw some stuff for next season. I'm kind of excited that hopefully it won't be like a drought or like just not as fun, because it was really two things. It was either public events or do PvP. And sometimes the public events just, like, you know, people just didn't know what the fuck to do.
Mm-hmm,
and then the PvP stuff was, like, super duper, people, like, just being super sweaty. Like, as in, like, they're just, like, so hardcore that they're sweating, because it's so tense, right? So there's really a lot of those two things, and honestly, like, I know that you should be rewarded for winning and not so much for losing, but when you lost in the PvP section, you just didn't get anything.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that, and that's rough. Like, you should still be rewarded even if you lose a match, and especially like high level, like super competitive stuff. You can lose like a few matches in a row.
Yeah, that's what happened a lot for me, and that happened a lot to me and Hyro and Rob. Like, out of the 4-5 games, not consecutively, it wasn't 4 or 5 consecutive wins. It was like 2. It was spread out. But for every one of those wins, we had at least, like, probably 50 losses. It was rough.
And I mean, like, games like that, like looter shooter games like that, even Borderlands 3 right now is suffering because, like,
I heard
there isn't enough, like, good repeatable content in the game to, like, keep players, like, invested.
Yeah, I heard. I feel like we talked about this before, and I don't know why.
It's just
I think the last time we were together, we talked about this a little bit, like in person.
It's just like literally the same thing that's happening in Borderlands 3 right now is happening in Destiny 2, where it's like for the hardcore players that like to play the game a lot, there's either not enough like good repeatable content that gives good rewards, or it's like there isn't enough variety amongst the repeatable content to like incentivize you to play. Like you just get like bored of it, you know?
Yeah, which kind of sucks because like Borderlands 2 was so much fun to like grind out and all that stuff.
Borderlands
which I guess
2
versus now,
I feel like Borderlands 2 had a lot more good end game content at like launch than like what Borderlands 3 has right now. Like the community is like crying for like raid bosses and stuff like that, and like we just don't have anything like that. We have like one activity and that's it. It's kind of just a shame, you know?
Yeah, I was playing 3 and then I kind of like stopped for a little bit. I think I was doing other shit in the meantime, so I didn't really get to finish like my full playthrough. I think I got about like
3 is so much fun when you're doing like a playthrough. Like when you're like playing through normal mode on 3, it's really entertaining. But when you're finished and you're doing endgame content, it's like it gets old so fast.
Yeah, I could imagine. That's how I felt with Destiny sometimes too. I kind of just did whatever and went, okay, cool, guess I'm done for the day. But actually, yesterday I watched all of Disney's Owl House. If you haven't heard of it or watched it,
I watched like the first episode of that.
Dude, so good. I finished all of it last night. It's fantastic. I recommend it to anybody who hasn't watched it.
Does it get like really good, or is it kind of stay like the same like goofy show that it does like in the beginning?
So it does. It's one of the cartoons that has the goofy stuff going on, but there's an overarching plot to it in every episode, right?
So it's Gravity Falls again, is what you're telling me?
Well, I mean, it's Alex Hirsch's, I think, girlfriend who made it. So yeah.
Yeah, and Alex Hirsch is also in it.
Yeah, Alex Hirsch voices the best character. He voices King, who is just a dog who loves plushies. Now he does love plushies. And it's really good. Like, they did... One of the things I liked that they did was that, so... Who doesn't know, it follows the story of this girl named, I think, Louisa? I forget her name, but they call her Luz. L-U-Z. Who... She's a super weird kid. She get sent to summer camp to be normal, right? But she falls into, like, this magical world where, you know, she's overloaded by all this cool shit, and she ends up finding a witch called Ida. She's the Owlie. So, in one episode, she asks her, like, oh, why are you called the Owl Lady? And she gives all these reasons, like, oh, yeah, I have a nest, or whatever. I like shiny things, like an owl. Get it? Haha. But they do the thing that I like, where they address and tell you or show you why she's called the Owl Lady, instead of, like, 4 seasons later, right? Which, I hate when that shit happens, where it's like, well, can you just answer the question now? No? Fuck, alright. And that's what... And it was super cool, because now it left me with more questions than I got. Like, okay, I got my one answer, but what about all these questions now? And it's super cool. I like when cartoons actually give you an answer for something, but leave it like, hey, here's this is why I'm called this, however, how I became this, right? I'm trying to keep it as vague as possible. How it became this will maybe be shown later or explained later, right?
Yeah,
and I just love that.
Yeah, like that's a really like slippery slope sometimes too, just to answer things like that flat out, because like, you know, it brings the question of like, oh, why didn't they ask this then or this that, and they have to make that as to why that can't be answered right now. Like, I understand, but I understand like the whole needing to know, like, instead of like 4 seasons later.
They left it in such a way that I got why you see why she's called the Owl Lady, but now you want to know more about what happened to like her past and whatnot. Since Ida, she's a very old witch, right? Like that's her whole thing is she's an old witch. She's like she's on the run. She's a delinquent, and you want to know so much more about her. And you get to know about a couple of things here or there. And it's on Disney Now, not Disney Plus. Disney Now is like this other thing that they fucking use, and it's all on there. So if you actually want to watch all of it like tonight, you can. It's like it's super easy to bang out.
Good.
Yeah.
I finished watching, I actually have one episode to watch actually still, but I watched like the entirety of season 4 of Rick and Morty like in a day.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It is so much better than season 3, dude.
Did he turn himself into a pickle again?
He did not. He did not do it again.
Good.
He did mention it though. He did mention it. Like there was one episode
shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, there was one episode where Rick and Morty were like fighting over the vat of acid plant.
Yeah.
And they're arguing, and it's like, oh, you just can't admit when your ideas are shit. It's like, oh yeah, your ideas are so good, I turn myself into a pickle.
That's fucked. Did you watch his other show, Solar Opposites? Actually,
no, I didn't watch it. I want to watch it though.
I watched it. It's actually pretty good. I like it. It's not any distaste for Rick and Morty or whatever, but I like it a little bit more.
I mean, that's fair. It looks funnier than Rick and
stuff.
Morty, honestly.
It is pretty fun.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of funny stuff, and they had a subplot in the show that kind of ended up turning into its own, like, thing. That if they made that a show, I would also watch it. Yeah, it's actually really cool. I don't want to, like, give anything away, obviously, but if you haven't watched it, it's on Hulu with Solar Opposites. It was actually pretty funny.
Are you talking about
like you can tell like the similarities between the characters from Rick and Morty to Solar Opposites, but like it's just done it's done well too. To like you'd be like oh, this character's pretty cool. Yeah, for the most part, they like have similarities. You can tell like, oh, this one's like a shittier Jerry or a better Rick, or you know.
I watched this video the other day, actually, where it was Justin Roiland going through, like, all of the characters that he's played, like, throughout the years. And
he's played a lot, I think, right?
Yeah, he was in, like, a handful of stuff.
Well, what about everyone's favorite character from Adventure Time?
Yeah.
Lemon Grab.
That's actually funny that you mentioned that, because it has everything to do with the story. So, you know the butter robot in that one episode? I think it's actually in the Meeseeks episode. Where it's like...
I think so, yeah.
You slice butter. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the one where Morty and Jerry go to Pluto.
Yeah. So I found out in that video that the Butterbot is actually like a talking robot app that's like on your phone. Like, you know, you just put in words and then it does text to speech.
Yeah.
And the reason he had that is because the episode where they go to the Lemon Grab Kingdom and there's like a million lemon grabs. Justin Roiland actually strained his voice so much that his vocal cords were swollen and he had to not talk for 2 weeks.
Damn.
So he had to use that to talk.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he thought it was really
Oh my
funny
God.
because everyone thought that he was like depressed because the robot sounded depressed. But he's like, no, I don't care.
That's kind of funny. I can only imagine because like Lemon Crab's just yelling and screaming half the time.
Yeah. He's just like... So there's my interesting bit of trivia for the day. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, fuck, I had an interesting bit of trivia today, I thought. Did I have something interesting today?
What's that?
I thought I did. I thought I had some, like, trivia. That's the police. Sorry, everybody.
BRB getting
Yeah, they
arrested, guys. Sorry.
They found me. Sorry,
I
guys.
can't pay my taxes forever.
Oh, darn it, they found me. Tax evasion. Phil the tax evader. The dirty tax evader. Started paying my taxes, dude. I'm fucking sick of it.
Sorry, I can't do it anymore. It's just too much money.
Yeah, it is. But speaking of cartoons, I last week when I was hanging out with a couple of friends, we watched like a little bits of snippets, like some parts of episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah.
Since it's on Netflix now and everyone's getting that huge like resurgence, holy shit, show is still very, 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 very good. Show still holds up from 2007 to 2020.
Oh, yeah,
It's
definitely.
actually mind blowing.
I still have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, recently,
dude, you gotta.
Before it went on to Netflix, I rewatched it. Not to sound like a hipster or anything, but like, yeah, I watched it at least up until the very last episode. Because for some reason, I just had in my head, I don't want it.
Listen,
to
all
end
you gotta
right
know,
now.
the three best characters in the entire show, in no particular order, and who's better and who's shitty, is Boomy, Toph, and the Boulder. That's all you gotta know. Earthbenders for
I
life.
love Boomy.
Yo, actually, though, Boomy's the
Boomy's
man.
cool.
Based.
Boomy's great. Like,
He's
the
just
fact
a
that he, like,
senile old
took
man
on...
that is also really good at air.
He was always
earthbending.
that happy-go-lucky though. Like
Yeah.
even when he was a kid.
He was always
Yeah.
a senile old man.
Even in his
like the
bending
fact
too. Like
the
whenever he
fact
fights.
that-
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, the fact that he broke out of his, like, metal cage and fought the firebenders, with or without their bending, and just took his city back by himself.
Yeah.
That when they came here and they're like, hey, we're taking your city, and he's like, hey, whatever. He's like, cool.
He's so. I even love the episode where he's like introduced. Like it's like the third episode of the show.
I think it's episode 3 or episode 4. I think it's 4.
Where like, you know, they put through like Aang, Katara, and Sokka through all these like trials and like almost kill Katara and Sokka. And he's
Yeah,
like,
with the
"It's
rock candy. Yeah, with the rock candy.
He was turning them into rock candy to eat later on.
Boomy, I love Boomy.
He's
Boomy's
like,
sick.
it was all just a joke, you idiot.
Yeah, it's just a prank, bro.
The Boulder is
I
not
haven't seen you
amused
100
anymore.
years. What do you expect me to do?
Yeah, he's actually 110, I think, and that's bonkers.
What I
actually
what I
insane,
love
and
about
he's,
it
like, the
too.
strongest.
What I love about it too is that like just in the way he bends too. Like you don't see Toph doing any of the things that he does.
No.
Like the
I
way
think
he
Boomy- I think
travels.
Boomy-
My favorite thing about him is whenever he just decides to just teleport to another place, he literally just falls right fucking down on his
Yeah.
back and
Oh,
just
yeah.
dips up
Yeah,
another
yeah, that's the
fucking
best.
part of the floor. It's just like what the fuck, dude. He does it when he does it
I also
too when he's
think-
stuck in the cage. He just freaking, alright, now I'm gonna go back into myself.
Yeah. I also think Boomy dropkicked a dude.
Yeah.
I think
Throwing
so.
that out there,
never
I think he
vaguely
dropkicked the dude.
I know that he
Also-
drop kicks a rock into Aang.
Yes, that's what it was. Also, listen, dude, Boomy's shredded for being like 110.
Yeah. You gotta
his
protect your
head-
city, man.
His chest is like the size of like my head.
He's the Master Roshi of Avatar.
Honestly, kinda.
That's yeah, that form is like yeah,
Like Max
because he's like
Power
hunched over like, and then he just stands up and I'm like, uh-oh.
But can he beat Roshi though? Because the way I see it, he's just gonna teleport into the ground right behind him and then put him into the ground.
Turtle Wave is kind of nuts.
Well, as long as Master Roshi has his hands, he can always just shoot a Kamehameha.
That's also true.
He literally invented it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. The turtle wave, dude. Come on.
That's why when you play like Tenkaichi 3, if he uses the Kamehameha, it's called the original Kamehameha.
Oh yeah, right. Yo, the fucking boulder.
Boulder.
The
Dude, the boulder's the best.
confused right now.
I'm surprised that he
is
never
over his
figured out
conflicting
like how to
feelings.
metal bend.
The boulder wants.
I'm also surprised that Boulder never
Toph
learned to metal bend.
invented metal bending,
No, I'm
right?
talking about Boomy.
I
not
know
the
what you're talking about.
The boulder is conflicted in fighting a little girl.
Yo, actually though, I love that whole like WWE ring thing with Toph when they introduce her.
No, I
think it's
love
fucking awesome.
like the fake like theatrical play version of Toph, and it's like my name is Toph
Oh,
because it sounds like Toph.
I love that. Anything with Toph is really funny, right? Like especially when they're trying to find the library, and she points like, "Hey,
Oh,
I
yeah,
found it."
there
and
it
everyone
is.
looks. Everyone looks, and she's just an asshole. Like goes like, "Haha, blind idiots."
Blind, remember?
Oh, she bullies Sokka. She's like, "Hey, Sokka, you look really good." He's like, "Thank you. Why do you do this to me?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Why? I hate this." But nah, like Avatar is still really strong. It still really holds up, and of course everyone's like, "Oh my god, have you seen this new Avatar?" I'm like, "Yes, like
It's
17
been
years
out.
ago." Stop asking me.
You know what?
I
Do
asked
not
my friend-
ask me about this episode. I was there when it was first arrived.
Yeah, I asked my friend. I'm like, "Hey, listen, dude, is it like?" I asked if it was like gatekeeping in a way of like when someone asks you like, "Have you seen this?" I go, "Yes." Oh my god. And he was like, he reassured me. He was like, "No, like I get what you mean though. It's like when people, when Disney, I think Plus, yeah, when Disney Plus got Trevanovsky, whatever his name is, from Samurai Jack for the Clone Wars, like the original one back in like 2007, 2006, I think. Everyone on Twitter was like, "Oh my god, this scene's so good. How could no one talked about this?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Literally everybody likes the Clone Wars. I hate you." Like, I hate it. It makes me so mad. Like, I get it, like, yo, different ages and stuff like that, but it's some people, like, my age, that are, like, even a little bit older. They're like, "Oh my god, the Star Wars Clone Wars is so good. How could no one talked about this?" And I'm like, "We did."
We did, you just weren't there.
Like 15 years ago, you asshole. and I get it, like things weren't readily available like they were now, right? Because God only knows like how long it's been like since everyone's watched it versus like now where there's like 15 billion streaming services.
Yo, you know what else is on
I just don't want to come off
Netflix?
like as an asshole, you know? I just hate it, but I'm just like, yes, I get it. Oh my god.
Yo, you know what else is on Netflix? The Last
What?
Airbender movie.
Oh yeah.
The Last Airbender.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like your favorite
apparently-
character. Your favorite characters like
apparently
Han,
Fire-
Shut your
Ahsoka.
whore mouth, alright?
Apparently firebenders need fire around to do anything because that's unfair to other
Logically,
people.
I mean, that, it makes sense,
Are
technically.
you talking about the live action movie?
Yes.
Nice.
Ong and Sokka.
That would have
I
at
don't
least,
know what's-
that would have
I
at
don't
least
know what's
leveled the
worse.
playing field for firebenders, at least, that they have to pick
I
up the
don't-
fire.
I don't know what's worse, that movie or the Dragon Ball Evolution movie.
I've never watched Dragon
one's
Ball
worse?
movie.
Oh, Dragon Ball Evolution is fucking awful. It's
Yeah, but like Avatar's
awful.
just as
The only
bad.
reason-
At least Last Airbender fucking resembles Avatar: The Last Airbender. Dragon Ball Evolution does not resemble Dragon Ball at all.
But what if it was Gohan was the main character, not Goku, in the movie?
Or how about how fucking Uzaru was Piccolo's minion and not just Goku's monkey form? How about Goku going to high school and doing like a head grind on a car?
What the fuck?
How about
Yeah, that's why I said like, what if it was Gohan instead?
how about Gohan wasn't killed by Goku as the Ozaru? He was instead killed by Piccolo.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just like
How-
that Piccolo is played by Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
How about
Yeah, but,
Bulma
like-
is fucking doesn't even have blue hair, but to make up for it, they gave her one blue
hair.
streak.
Yeah. Hold on.
Please tell me they didn't do like an after credit scene. Like
They did.
No
They did.
way.
They sequel baited. They sequel baited so hard.
Was it Vegeta?
No.
Why does-
Not even.
Wow,
It was,
they didn't even use Vegeta. That's fucked
well,
up.
because it's a Dragon Ball movie, not a Dragon Ball Z movie.
Oh, okay, I guess.
No, what?
Yeah. So
So what the post-credit scene is that my like essentially like nursed Piccolo back to health.
Oh.
Also, there's no Piccolo Jr. It's just Evil Demon King Piccolo, and that's it.
oh my god. So what blows my mind is that he looks like a fucking the Piccolo from the Evolutions movie literally just reminds me of what's his name? What are the names from the Fantastic Four? Oh, they look Super Skrull. He looks like a Super Skrull.
Yeah, he does.
Like, that's what he looks like. And I'm like, gross. He's so bad.
You know what's really funny though? He kind of redeemed himself in the world of Dragon Ball because he was actually like a huge Dragon Ball fan, and even while doing the movie, he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And so, like, you know what he does now for Dragon Ball? He's the voice
What?
of Zamasu.
Spike?
Oh, the guy who was Piccolo voices Zamasu?
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
okay. That's kind of cool.
I guess you're right, yeah.
Dude, could you imagine being like, yeah, I'll be on board for a Dragon Ball movie, and then it's that, and you're like, all right,
That makes me want to rewatch Angel now.
Angel?
It's because of that movie that a live
It's the
action
spin-off of
American Dragon Ball movie will never happen again.
I believe it.
Because Toriyama was so fucking because Toriyama fucking loves American cinema, and he was so fucking heartbroken with Dragon Ball Evolution when they just
Well,
Yeah.
I
wouldn't listen
I
to him.
apologize for everybody.
I'm like
I
amazed that
apologize.
they were even had the ability to do that. You know,
Yeah.
because like they were able to take like his creative work and kind of just like fucking
Fuck it.
Yeah, just screwed over.
Fuck it clean.
Because Toriyama wanted to be like super involved, and they just didn't care. It's like, why wouldn't
That's
you?
amazing to me.
Toriyama, one of like the biggest fucking manga creators like ever on Earth, and you're like, nah.
Yeah, that's why I think for like the Bebop Netflix adaptation, they got what's his face to be on it. I forget his name. What the fuck's the Bebop guy's name? Beboop Man.
That's way too fucking
Man?
obscure,
Are you
bro.
fucking kidding me?
The fucking creator. I forget the creator's name. It makes you fucking.
I haven't
I know
even
you don't
watched
know,
it.
so I'm looking it up. Jesus.
I've been told to watch it by a few friends.
I've been told to watch it by literally everyone who's watched anime ever.
Oh,
and I
what
s-
Bebop? I didn't say to
You
watch it.
should
I
watch
just wanted
Cowboy... Oh wait, I'm thinking of Space
Oh,
Candy. I don't
fucking,
know.
I'm not gonna pronounce his first name, but Watanabe. Watanabe made a. That's why for the Netflix adaptation,
Candy is
Watanabe
cool.
was like, yeah, can I be on? They're like, yeah, sure. Because they don't want to fuck it up. Because like, it's really good.
There's still like a lot of anime, like classic anime, that I still have to watch that I've just never seen.
I have to finish
Um,
Card Captors.
So I've been watching this guy who does like Dragon Ball Z stuff, and recently he is reading One Piece and doing like synopsis of like the whole the arcs or whatever like that.
Oh, are you talking about Totally Not Mark?
Yeah, I didn't want to drop that like shout out because we don't know him, but
I
don't
love,
want to drop.
I
names
love
here.
Totally Not Mark. He's so cool. He
Me
does
too.
good
Me too. He's really cool, but he's doing One Piece, and bro, I fucking love One Piece.
I have to get back
I
into
forgot how
watching
good
it.
it is. I really did.
I have to get back into it.
Like Arlong, he's done like Arlong Park, the squad up. It's so.
So what does
Good.
he's kind of just he like summarizes the arcs basically?
He also does like a review of them too.
Okay.
Yeah,
He'll
he like
go through,
reviews them
each
like
episode.
storytelling wise.
Right.
And bro, I forgot how good Arlong Park was.
Oh, Arlong Park
Yeah,
is
Arlong
so
Park
good.
is excellent. The character development in Arlong Park is awesome. I love fucking Nami's story.
Oh, it's
yeah,
And I
he
love,
went
like,
into
there's so many
he went
great
into all of
moments.
that.
when fucking Luffy just like takes his hat, puts it on Nami, and is just like, "I'm going."
Yeah, that's
bro,
a
that's
great,
the
like
best part. That's,
Nami
like, the best part
sitting
of the
there
entire
like
arc.
fucking
That's the
like
best part.
stabbing her own arm out of like her fucking hatred of Arlong, and fucking like you said, Luffy puts a hat on her. He turns around and he's like, "Squad, they're fucking waiting."
Yeah.
He's like, "Squad, let's
Squad.
go," and they just walk. They just
So
walk.
Dude, I love
they
that
walk
scene.
towards
I love that
fucking
scene.
Arlong's
That's
place
almost
and
as good
stuff.
as when they go to save Robin. That's almost as good as that.
What was that?
Oh, the Robin arc? Yeah.
Oh, what? Alabasta?
Oh no, I think
No.
you've seen. I think
Oh,
you've
no,
seen
no, the
CP9.
one-
I mean,
haven't you?
Alabast is good, but
Yeah.
no, the one that we're talking about is Water 7 in Ennis Lobby.
Oh, Water
I didn't get
7.
there.
That's what it was. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know if he was up to that part yet, but they go to save Robin.
No, I'm at Skypea.
Oh boy.
Skype is cool too.
I'm almost done with
Skypea is
Skypea.
really
I find it's funny to me because the Eneru, the main bad guy of the Skypea arc, his character design was influenced by Eminem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Apparently
was it?
his
Oh, I
mannerisms,
can see
too.
it. Oh, I can see it.
Yeah.
He has the do-rag.
I can just see it.
What do you want to call it?
Yeah.
The poo.
Fucking bandana.
Poo rag.
The
Earlobes.
do-rag.
Listen to your earlobes.
The Dragon Ball do-rag.
I mean, the Eneru face, where he's like surprised that like his attacks don't work on Luffy, is like is such a meme. Like I see that
Yeah,
I see
it
that
is. It's
Eneru
super
face
good.
like everywhere.
I still have to. I think I'm literally like at that part. Like they just defeated like all of the fucking angels.
Oh, did you watch the part where Sanji does the fucking tenderizer kick?
Yes.
I love that fucking attack. I love that attack so much.
Oh, the boy Blackleg Sanji.
When he launches himself into the air and he does like 1,000 fucking front flips to build up momentum, and he just like caves in that guy's head. I literally thought he killed him because you don't see him at any point after that attack. I thought Sanji fucking murdered him.
I mean, I believe it.
Number one rule: no one dies in One Piece.
That's not inherently true.
I know.
You'll
I
find
know.
it. You'll find it.
You
Okay,
don't have
good.
to tell me that. I know that that's a wrong statement.
It's rare for people to
No,
die
it's
in
very
One Piece.
broad. Oh, be fuck. Yeah, One Piece gets fucking wild, actually.
One Piece is really fun right now. Like,
Yo, you remember that
Yeah,
one
I've
part
been
with
hearing a
Usopp
lot
and
of
the
stuff's been
rubber
going
knife?
on.
remember fucking Usopp chaining the Usopp hammer?
Usopp hammer, Usopp hammer, Usopp
and
hammer.
then he also combos in a Usopp rubber band.
Yeah.
He dash cancels into Usopp rubber band.
Don't tell me he dash cancels like that.
Don't give me fucking
tell me he
smash.
waved
Okay.
dash cancels
Don't you
into
dash
fucking
cancel
super.
on me.
Yeah, just tell me that. Yo, Usopp's actually fucking sick.
He's fucking Sniper King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lord
hey,
on
listen,
Sniper
no one knows that.
Island.
Shut your mouth. No one knows the identity of Sogekeng.
I love it. I love Usopp so much.
And isn't I feel like your favorite character is Usopp. Like I feel like it has.
It's not.
Who is your favorite
That's
character?
upsetting. That makes me mad. That makes me
Sanji's
mad that
pretty
Usopp's
awesome.
not your favorite.
I love the scene when fucking Sanji is first introduced and he feeds Jin.
Yeah.
And Jin just starts fucking crying while he's eating Sanji's fucking cooking.
I love when the fucking guy is like giving Sanji shit like in the restaurant and Sanji's just
Oh
like
yeah,
Oh, the Marine?
Leave.
Yeah.
yeah.
Where he like spills his
Oh.
food or some shit.
yeah.
Oh,
And he's
man.
like,
Oh,
I
yeah, and-
made that for you.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh, and check it out. I found the
cannot
here's the face.
Luffy versus Don Krieg is awesome too because
Yeah.
he does fucking
That's
sledgehammer.
such a good fight.
He drives
Oh,
his
God.
fucking head into the side of a wooden dock. It's fucking awesome.
He literally gets stuck.
Yeah, he fucking crams his head into a fucking dock. It's awesome.
What was Don Creed's thing again? What was his like power? Not power.
Don
like, what was
Krieg?
it had to do with his armor, right? He had like
Don
a gun.
Krieg had a bunch of fucking tech on him.
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
able to
yeah,
like
that's
pull
what it was.
guns out of his fucking
Yeah,
nipples.
he had he had like gold armor. He had like near unbreakable gold armor. He had a cape that had metal spikes on the inside. He had fucking poison spikes. He had a fucking bazooka. He had a poison gas launcher. Like he was like
he had
decked
the
fucking,
mirror dude.
he was Pearl, yeah.
Yeah, Pearl. Yeah.
Jin
Oh, man.
fucking one shots Pearl with his
Yeah.
cool like fucking like weighted tonfas. I don't even know what to call those things.
Yeah, it made me really want to go back and like start One Piece again, honestly, because I forgot how cool it was. I mean, I think we talked about it before. I made one of those posts that's like, listen, guys, like,
Some of the original
fuck anyone who says One Piece is too long. Like,
it's
shut
just-
up. Like,
and
actually,
it's cool because
shut
of
up.
all like the foreshadowing. Like there are so many fights that like foreshadow shit.
Yeah, dude.
And you have
like,
you have no fucking idea that it's foreshadowing anything.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
when,
that's very true.
when Nami meets Luffy for the first time, and he's like, "Oh, what do you like?" She says two things: money and tangerines. And then you find out in Along Park that her stepsister, owns a tangerine farm, and I'm like, ah.
Well, that's like it just kind of begs the question too. It's like, how much of this shit does Oda have planned?
I honestly think he
has most
has
of it
it all
planned.
planned out.
That's so crazy. How do you have like a 20 plus year
like when he
series
was younger, like
plan?
drawing up everything and writing it, like he had his idea done. Like he has it made. He just has to finish.
I love how he had to come out and like confirm that like the treasure of One Piece wasn't the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I hope that. Listen, man, that could change.
It's kind of crazy that Oda is
upset.
not a Toriyama, because Toriyama literally makes shit up as he goes.
And forgets.
There are a few times where Oda like does forget some of the characters that he creates, but that's just because he makes so fucking many of them. And I gotta give the guy credit. All of his characters are really
cool ones,
unique.
like Buggy.
Buggy's awesome.
Buggy.
And that has to be your favorite character, Buggy the Clown.
He is pretty funny. I do like him a lot.
Buggy's cool.
He's a warlord, dude.
Yeah.
I actually really like I like Mr. 3 too, the candle guy.
Yeah.
I love how Luffy
Oh,
takes
he's
him
cool.
out. He just fucking stamps him into a tree.
I'm also a fan of Mr. 2.
Oh, Bon Clay?
Yeah.
Bon Clay's fucking awesome.
Is that the swan dude?
Yeah, that's the gay guy.
Okay, making sure. It's been a while.
And he's like the shapeshifter. He fucked me up too.
Who, Bon Clay?
Yeah, when he was like disguised as the king, I think. That fucked me up. I was like, oh shit.
Honestly, all of the fights in Alabasta are so good. Like, everyone has their own fights, and they're all so fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was talking about it today. I was talking about it with my coworker that he really likes Alabasta because everybody gets their own, like, character fight, essentially.
Yeah. Fucking Zoro versus Mr. 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was... I love, like, the bit of, like, the banter that they have at the end where he's like, so you managed to cut through steel, what do you cut through next? Diamonds? And Zoro's like... whatever gets in my way. It's like, oh man, you're so cool. You're so fucking cool, Zoro.
I also like it because, like, yeah, they won the fights, but man, did they get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually get fucked
Especially,
up.
like, fucking Usopp.
Oh, yeah, he got, like, his whole fucking skull shattered.
Yeah.
That was another great fucking quote. When, like, they hit him with the 4-ton bat or whatever, and he gets up and he's like, Chopper, there are times in a man's life where he has to stand and fight. And one of them is when his friends' dreams are being laughed at. Because they're, like, fucking laughing about Luffy. Like, he'll never become the Pirate King. I love that moment for Usopp.
Man, let's go... Okay, dead ass though, let's go fucking Usopp.
Usopp is base.
Usopp's actually the champ. I love that guy.
The only thing that I kind of not like dislike at the moment, like at the part that I'm in, is that Chopper is mad annoying in Skypiea.
Chopper's a fucking idiot in Skypiea. He's such a moron.
Because all he does is scream and run away.
Yeah, he's like fucking
until
kid,
he like
leave him alone,
actually.
right?
I get it, but come on.
He
literally
much
fought. He fought the fucking like pirate mafia already, and now he's scared of a couple birds.
Did you see Chopper have his fight in Skypiea?
Yes.
He fights the guy with the jet dials?
Yes.
And he wins because his opponent is a moron?
Yeah.
He wins because his opponent fucked up?
He wins because his opponent's fucking... Yeah. Fucking One Piece, dude. I love it. I really do.
I forgot who did it. I think it was Luffy, actually, when he fucking took the blast dial just in someone's face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love the one move that he does at the beginning of Skypiea. It's called Rubber Rubber Hanabi, which means firework. And he jumps into the air, he starts spinning, and he just starts randomly punching and kicking.
Yeah.
And it looks like a fucking, like, explosion. Oh, man. He comes up with so many funny-ass techniques. Especially when he fights against Crocodile.
Yeah.
Misu Luffy.
Oh, Crocodile fights so good.
Water Luffy.
Yeah. Now stop it.
Oh, man.
No, stop.
He shouldn't have beaten Crocodile.
No.
Crocodile literally murdered him on 3 separate occasions. All 3 times that he fought Crocodile, he only survived because of either someone saving him or complete chance.
Yeah. It's like that one episode of Dragon Ball Super when Hit actually kills Goku, but then like because Goku threw like an energy blast in the air and it hit him in the chest.
That's the same thing when he fights Crocodile the second time.
Yeah.
He fires the water blast in the air.
I forgot. Wow, I actually forgot that happened.
The first time doesn't make any sense to me personally because Crocodile shoves his entire fucking hook through Luffy's chest and leaves him to like suffocate in the sand. And then I think Robin saves him or something. I'm pretty sure it's Robin.
Yeah.
And then the second time, he survives because one of his water bullets just so happened to fly up into the air and then land back on him. And then the last time, he beat Crocodile with fucking Rubber Storm, which was awesome, because he punched him through fucking bedrock. And, like, Crocodile scratched him with the poison, and Robin is like, I got an antidote, don't worry.
Yeah.
And then he sleeps for 3 days.
Well, part of
Hey man, writing's never just perfect, okay?
well,
Sometimes
it's
you
also,
gotta.
Luffy is just a very lucky person.
Yes.
In general.
Luffy
Yeah.
is very lucky, for sure.
Yeah, he's a dumb shonen protagonist that happens to get
He's
lucky every so
not,
often.
I mean,
he really
he's
isn't dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it depends.
He's kind of dumb. Not dumb. He can't read social situations, I guess you could say. He's just like
There are certain
he's
things.
a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
I think he's an idiot because
that's
especially
a
in the
good,
first
like,
episode where he
definitely-
stabbed his eye. Like for what?
He's very blunt. He just says what's on his mind, and he's too truthful sometimes. But like, he's definitely smart. He can figure things out, and he's definitely a fucking genius when it comes to combat.
I actually saw something today. I don't know if I can find it. I might be able to find it on my Twitter, but it was like the captain and first mate dynamic where the captain's dumb, but the first mate's like somewhat smart. But then they go to Luffy and Zoro, and they're both just fucking
Both
stupid.
retarded.
There are a few times where Zoro like keeps Luffy in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Zoro's also just as dumb.
Zoro's just more like reserved about it, so he seems like not as
Yeah,
bad
like
about it.
There's
yeah,
one,
oh yeah, I
there's
found
one
it. It's
part. There's one part that Zoro has. I won't spoil the context, but it happens later. And it's basically like there's a situation where like Luffy is being too nice about something, and Zoro is like, you know, you can have your happy-go-lucky fucking pirate adventures, whatever. I don't give a shit about that. But like there will be times where you need to act like a fucking captain. And if you can't do that, if you can't be a man and act like a captain, I'm leaving the crew. And he like forces Luffy to stop being a shithead for a moment and actually act like a man, which I love.
Yeah, no, that is super cool. Oh yeah, there's the photo. I think that's I think it's Shank. I forget who Shank's second mate is. Yeah, well, Mike would know.
Oh, Shanks' second mate is fucking oh my god, it starts with an R. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. He's really fucking cool though. His second mate. Because his second mate is like one of the only like fucking people capable of like imbuing firearms with hockey.
That's really cool.
Oh, Ben Beckman. Ben Beckman is his name.
That doesn't have an R at all.
Phil, you know the light guy, like the light admiral?
Yeah.
There's one part where Ben Beckman is like holding him at gunpoint, and you know, like the light admiral is literally like as fast as light.
Yeah.
And he sees Ben Beckman. He sees that Ben Beckman is pointing a gun at him, and he just puts up his hands. He doesn't even try to do fucking anything at all. He's just like, oh shit, you're Ben Beckman. He just puts up his fucking hands. Guy says fast as the speed of light, he puts up his hands. He's like, I'm done. I'm not fighting you.
I'm done. Like Ortutski's. Yeah, because everyone in Shank's crew is fucking wild.
Yeah, it's awesome.
If I give up, that's it.
Yep, he's like, I'm no match for this.
Yeah, and I'm presuming and I think the first group is Karakuri, I think. Is that Karakuri?
Oh, you mean the group on the upper left?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Captain Kidd and Killer.
Oh, fuck me. I thought it was Kaido. Never mind. I'm
no,
fucking stupid.
No way.
No, Kaido's not even a captain. Fuck me.
Kaido's a fucking Yonko.
Yeah, he's just, their strongest fucking thing in the world, whatever.
Kaido has like 3 guys like below him.
Yeah.
I think they're called like the big 3. There's oh god. There's King. They call him King the Wildfire. His real name is King the Conflagration. But like Wildfire is just easier to say. There's Queen the Plague, and then there's Jack the Drought. They're all really fucking cool. Especially King. King is fucking awesome.
No, yeah, so I like the little... Just like, they're dumb and smart, but these two are just also dumb and also very
everyone
stupid.
on fucking Luffy's ship is dumb. Let's
Well, I
be
mean, like,
real.
not everybody. Like, Nami's, I
Robin's
think,
pretty
the
smart.
smartest.
Robin's pretty smart, but like she just kind of lets the stupidity happen.
Yeah, Robin
Okay,
just laughs at
realistically,
shit.
if Sanji wasn't so obsessed with women, like, he would be pretty smart. He just, when it comes to a woman, he's like, all right, I give up.
He's just Brock.
Yeah, he's so funny when it
Alright,
comes to
that's
women. It's hilarious.
Nami Swan.
He puts up his hands. All right, that's it. Cartoon's over.
Have you ever seen that one part from the Powerpuff Girls where like Mojo Jojo is just like, I give up, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yep.
I really tried.
I really tried. I really tried today, but you know what? It's not. I've done a lot today. I'm not dealing with this. But yeah, nah, I think One Piece is so fucking cool. I mean, granted, I just messed up so many people's names.
I'm trying to remember. I like mainly remember like good fights because that's like what I love the most.
I forget what his name is. But like when they're trying to get to Sky Island.
Oh, the guy with the chestnut on his head. The guy with the chestnut.
Oh, well,
on
no,
his head.
yeah, no, that's not where I was getting. It was the guy that like literally like fucking laughed at them for like trying, and like was like, "There's no such thing as dreams. Stop having them."
Oh, Bellamy, the spring
fuck
guy.
that guy.
Oh yeah, how Luffy just fucking plants it, like indents his fist into his face. Yeah,
It's so
when he knocks out Bellamy,
Doink.
it's hilarious.
Fucking
That's so
doinks
good.
him in the
Yeah,
head.
Bellamy's an asshole.
Luffy just
Alright.
didn't even like make him a problem. He
Yep.
was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's next? Well, alright. Closer, One Piece is dope. Super cool. Next is Sonic 2 announcement. Was it confirmed?
Yeah, the second Sonic movie has been confirmed by
Did I
Paramount.
just miss it? Okay. Cool. Is it gonna star Tails and Knuckles, hopefully?
No other information was given other than it's like actually happening, but like people are speculating like that there are going to be like more Sonic. Like obviously Tails is going to be in the movie.
Yeah, because he shows up at the end of the movie.
But like
Spoilers, sorry guys.
people are also theorizing that Knuckles will also be in it.
Oh, with this cowboy hat? Oh god, hopefully. No, I think I've talked about this before, but I know that some people were like very like Sonic and the Human kind of thing, right? But I hope, but it not like much of a hope. Like I didn't mind it, but I can see them like waning out the human part and just making it like a big Sonic like video game movie.
I can
see that.
I can kind of see it, but like I don't know. They would have to like pull some like, oh Tom, what do you mean you can't come with me? Sorry Sonic, I got an assignment over on this side of town. You know, like fucking like third like Chipmunks movie. Like Dave, why aren't you coming with us? Oh, I broke my leg.
Is that what happened to Dave? Damn, what a loser.
Something happens to Dave where he like it's essentially just like Earl didn't want to be in this movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could do something like they can the writing staff could be like,
They would have to make the
Fucking
human
cell phone.
as useful as Sonic and Tails would be in the whole conflict that's going on.
But also,
yeah, and when you're dealing with a supersonic hedgehog,
but I'm
pun
also
intended,
a
flying
wondering like
fox,
what is
and
Tails'
an
role in
echidna
this
that
movie?
punches things and glides.
Yeah,
like,
so
what's the
obviously
human
he
gonna
has
do?
to find Sonic for some kind of reason.
Yeah, but like in this universe, it doesn't really seem like they know each other.
No, I don't think they do know each other. But for some reason, Tails is obviously working for someone.
Yeah,
Someone had to tell him about Sonic's
Oh
existence.
shit! I actually didn't realize that. Oh my god!
he's the one
I
that's
didn't
tracking
realize
him
that.
down.
Sonic's
Yeah,
been
like
on Earth
Tails
since
is
he was a
Tails
baby.
is definitely on a mission for someone.
Oh,
yeah.
Someone
shit.
wants him to track down Sonic for some
Maybe
reason.
Owl Woman is still alive and has tasked Tails to find her.
fucking Longclaw.
Longclaw, there you go.
Yo, Longclaw
Oh,
is in
fuck.
Sonic Forces Battle,
Fuck.
and she is so good.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
damn.
god.
That's cool.
they also just put into
Yo.
Call, which is really good.
Yo, but actually though, I didn't realize that. Holy shit!
Yeah, because like if you think about it, like they showed that
It
Sonic
didn't
came to
dawn on
Earth
me
when he
that
was a
Tails
baby.
and Sonic actually don't know each other.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
don't.
Like,
No, I
actually, just dawned
doubt
on
they
me.
know each other.
Holy shit!
And if they do, they're probably gonna do some like, oh yeah, we met up in kindergarten, you know.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
Well, but maybe like when they were super fucking young, like
Well, they
before
could-
Sonic ran away from home.
Well, they could do the thing of like, that is usually the in-game explanation of how they met is that like, Sonic was just like zooming across the fucking Green Hill Zone, and Tails like saw him and was like, whoa, he's pretty fucking cool, and like decided to like want to like
Start
follow him,
Facebook.
start their relationship.
Whoa, that guy's
He's
pretty
like chasing
fast.
after him in a plane. Hey, stop! Stop running!
No running. No, there's no run zone.
So maybe that could be it. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be that Tails is on a mission. Like, maybe Tails has some sort of agenda and needs to find Sonic to
That's
meet
true. That's true, but like, he definitely would have to get prior knowledge of Sonic from somewhere, or he had like a tracker with him. He could have seen like or sensed somehow like the massive fucking pulse of energy that Sonic unleashes in the movie.
it. Yeah.
And he could just be going to investigate. But it seems like he knows that like it's not just a phenomenon.
Yeah,
like,
he knows it's
that he's
something.
looking for someone.
Yeah.
He knows he's looking for a person.
And it seems like they're from, I mean, obviously, it seems like they're from the same world.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Because he comes in on a warp ring, so like...
Yeah. He's at least familiar
And he
with that
had warp
technology.
rings on him.
That
Who
isn't
else had
that
warp
isn't very
rings?
surprising for Tails though, because Tails is a fucking genius.
Yeah. No, I like the idea of what they can go with it, and I'm sure, and I assume that they'll definitely do like a good job of it.
Oh, definitely.
Because the Sonic movie was really good. I keep talking about it. My friend kind of hates me for it because he's like, dude, shut up. But just give me a Yakuza movie. Holy shit!
A
It's
Yakuza
not hard.
movie.
I just can't wait to see
It's
them.
just not hard.
I can't wait to see them put Jim Carrey in a fucking fat suit and
Bro,
have him play.
I am
Oh,
so
yeah.
ready for that Jim Carrey Eggman.
Like, the thing is, he's gonna be like all fat because of all the mushrooms that he ate in the mushroom realm. I just know it.
I love the
good.
mushroom, realm.
Kingdom.
Mushrooms make you... I'm calling it now. He's gonna come back, he's gonna be fat. They're like... It's like, oh, it's from all the mushrooms I ate. Mushrooms make you grow.
Oh my god! I'm calling it.
They're gonna make that joke.
I hope
Oh
so.
yeah, little Sega does little Sega does what Nintendo kind of thing.
Self-aware? What? How's it?
Oh man. So yeah, a lot of people are speculating that Knuckles will also be in the movie.
I feel like Knuckles might be an enemy at first, just like kind of how he
Yeah.
was in the games.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Again, give him the cowboy hat.
Well, I mean,
Make
because
him a
like
desperado.
the Echidna tribe was the ones that were chasing Sonic in
Yep.
the first movie.
How are they gonna explain Shadow?
Some people
ever?
are also speculating that either Amy or Shadow will also be in the movie, but I think
I'm not
that's...
saying for the second
Yo,
movie. I'm
I
saying
get
for-
my live and learn segment.
Well,
Let's go.
some people are speculating it for the second movie, but it kind of seems more like a, man, that would be so cool if Shadow, instead of like actual like thinking about how they would fit in.
It seems like the Echidna tribe has always been like a group of people that either capture or like to safeguard like powerful things. Like they were responsible for looking after the Master Emerald. They were also responsible for kind of looking after Chaos in a sense as well.
Well, Chaos was just a mutated Chow that kind of just gave itself like the job of protecting the Chow, and in turn the Master
weren't they
Emerald.
just like kind of like imprisoning Chaos?
No, what it was is that like Chaos was, he was mutated. He was a mutated Chow that got mutated from like the energy of the Master Emerald, and they actually didn't know about Chaos. They had no idea. Takal found him because he was just kind of chilling in the water.
Yeah.
But he was looking after the Chow, and once Pakakamag was like, no, we gotta take all the emeralds and the Master Emerald and destroy everything and take over the world, essentially. And they, like, trampled Chows. Chaos is like, nope, I'm done. That's it. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
And then Takal, while he was doing that, did, like, the Servers R7 Chaos, whatever enchantment. And that ended up trapping him and her in the Master Emerald.
Okay.
For
Man,
years.
Yeah.
man, for the fan base that Sonic is, wow, is their story really cool? Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who
And
would
they're
have
so
thought?
afraid to do it again.
Who would have fucking thought? I mean,
Don't
yeah.
even get me fucking started on how Sega's fucking handling Sonic. I will go on a rant.
Yeah, I
I
know.
can only imagine.
Sonic Forces was a
Isn't
lot of
Sega like
wasted
announcing
potential.
something soon? Like, aren't they announcing something big soon?
Apparently, there is a game coming out next year, but they're not talking about
What if
it
it's
yet.
the Sega Dreamcast 2?
Sega does not have enough money to make a console
Make
right
a
now.
Sega Dreamcast 2? This time it's personal.
I don't think they can compete with the competition that they're doing.
Well, because they're fucking doing it wrong.
Damn. Let's speak the
Well,
truth,
right
man.
now,
Tell
with
us
the
how you
fucking
really feel.
PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One about to come out, now would be a horrible time for them to try and release a console.
Yeah.
Next year, we are releasing the plug-and-play Sonic games that have our ray tracing and
Yo,
Well,
Mori,
the
yo,
fucking
Mori,
4K.
yo, Mori, cool it over there. All right, calm down. I would buy that.
Well, the thing-
calling it. That's my prediction.
I
That's
fine.
like how, like, the one thing that pisses me off about Sega is they literally just lied at the beginning of this year, and it's kind of hilarious.
Did they?
Because they literally said in January that the 20th of every month they would be releasing Sonic news, and they did it for January,
Damn.
and that's it.
Aren't we supposed to be getting? Isn't Sonic's like 30th anniversary soon?
to be fair.
Yes.
I mean, to be-
next year.
Oh, nice.
I mean, to be fair with that, with that promise, I don't think they were counting on the world ending.
Well, yeah, but you know they could literally talk about anything.
Yeah, they could have.
They could make
definitely
shit.
could've.
They could tell us what they're fucking working on because a game's coming out. It was supposed to come out in like August, but it got delayed till next year. Like they could talk about that.
I mean, Ubisoft and every other game company is still talking about shit, so like they could have done it too.
Look at how long fucking CD Projekt Red has been able to milk fucking Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Talk about that for like an eternity.
Without
Oh
showing
god, I
much.
actually don't know any Cyberpunk news, but I would definitely like to get into it.
No, that's not true. That's just
There really is no news. They just keep talking about the same thing.
Yeah, is it?
Really?
I actually looked it
Yeah.
up, like if there was anything.
Yeah, no.
They,
They-
yeah, they,
Keanu
is
Reeves
that
is
the
in
joke?
it.
they have been talking about the same fucking shit for months and months and months.
What was that thing you were telling me about before with the cyber creatures? I thought that was
All,
kind of
all, that,
interesting.
all of that stuff is not new information.
Oh,
It's just, like,
I've
reiterating
never heard
it.
of it myself. Before.
Yeah, like
I was living under a rock.
Cyberpunk, they're doing it like kind of like Dishonored and like Deus Ex style, where it's like there are multiple ways to deal with the same kind of situation, And like Deus Ex, you could enter a location and be a ghost, no one sees you, you get in and out, you're done. You could go in fucking like loud and proud, just fucking murder everybody. You could do a mixture of that kind of stuff, some hacking stuff. There are different guns and different melee weapons that you could get to kind of spice up the combat a little bit. And then there's all these other like side activities that you can do. One of them is like apparently like some kind of weird like Pokemon thing where it's like you can fight against other hackers in a virtual world using like virtual creatures.
Oh,
And it's like
What?
It's like it's like how can I explain it? It's
sounds like
it's
Digimon.
It's like in Sly Cooper 3 and like Sly Cooper like Thieves Among Time, like when you do a hacking mini game as Bentley, you're not actually like doing anything that resembles real world hacking. It's implied that that's what you're doing, but you're actually just like playing like a tank game or
Yeah.
playing like a 2D shooter, and that's how you execute your
Yeah.
hack. I think it's the same thing in Cyberpunk where it's like, oh, two of your fucking mons are battling together, but in reality it's just like one program versus another program. Like
Yeah.
in reality, you
Oh,
know?
that's kind of cool though. I kind of like that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. But it's like, none of that stuff is new information, They released
Okay, yeah.
they released the trailer, the game trailer, and then not that long after that they revealed some more information, and after that they've kind of just been like talking
Yeah.
about the same thing for like months and months and months.
I will
Which
say
isn't
that
bad,
I actually
but-
completely forgot that we got any info on it, but we did get a whole gameplay thing for Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm actually very excited for this game.
Oh yeah, that game
I'm
looks
very
great.
excited for Ghost of Tsushima, and if you haven't seen it, it looks really fucking cool.
It's like the Assassin's Creed that we've wanted for a while, actually.
It's the Assassin's Creed of video games now.
You could play the whole game
I like
in
I
one-
love the idea between being like a samurai or a shinobi. I don't know if they say ninja or shinobi, but I'm gonna go with shinobi. I love the different types of camps you can go to at different times of day to play two different styles. And my favorite thing is I'm gonna call it Kurosawa mode, where it's black and white, like a Kurosawa film,
yeah,
like Seven
yeah.
Samurai or like the Wolf and the Cub. Yo, I'm so excited. I hope it's like a toggle. I hope you can toggle it on and off.
I really loved the idea of using the wind to guide you
Yeah, that's really
to your
cool,
locations, like to whatever waypoint you need. That's so fucking smart.
Too. Yeah, almost like how not kind of like, but like how Dead Space does it with like just like you put your hand on the floor and it's like, hey, go this way. But like with Ghost of Tsushima, it's like thematic, like almost too. Like you follow the wind and the wind takes you wherever you want to go.
That's just so smart.
Like
I just love it.
It's done in a way where it makes sense and it's not like a giant arrow, like go this way.
You know, it's not like,
Stupid.
raising your sword up into the sky and having the sun point you towards the way, but having it, like, not work. Sorry, I have to bash Shadow of the Colossus any
What
time
is
I can.
that?
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. Yeah, and we get it. You don't like Shadow of the Colossus.
No,
Just fucking do.
no! Don't shame him for that. It needs to be bashed.
Whatever.
Damn.
What is that term for like black and white movies?
Kurosawa.
Another term for black and white movies? Like just a one-word phrase? Isn't
Monotone.
there like a one
Is it
phrase?
monotone?
Scale?
And would know. And would you not know? Come on, tell me something. Tell me
I don't
something
know.
that's not shitting on Shadow of the
Are
Colossus.
Are you thinking
I'm
of
waiting for it.
noir?
No, not noir
Okay.
either. I mean, you could call it noir if you want to. I just thought there was like another term for it. But basically, like the
Black and
the new samurai game that's coming out, you can play the game like that. Like you can play with the game's camera like in that style, like black and white,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can pretend that you're playing like an old ass like samurai movie
That's
or something
cool.
like that.
That's awesome.
Wait, that's what I just said. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, he was just talking about that.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is that what I just said? Yeah,
I
that's
was, like,
Ghost of
just
Tsushima.
thinking-
They
I thought
had
there
in
was,
the
like-
gameplay trailer. They showed you
I
you
thought
can
there
play
was like
like
a
that.
term for that style, other than just like black and white or noir.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I
he calls
say
it
Kurosawa
Kurosawa.
because it fits
Yeah, that-
because
yeah, yeah.
Kurosawa's a samurai movie.
Director.
I think
Oh, okay.
I think it was mainly just like he did Seven Samurai, not Samurai 7. That's an anime.
Seven Samurai is such a good movie.
It's a very, very good movie. I think I forget the other ones. I think he did The Wolf and the Cub. Hey, did you ever see the video of how A Bug's Life is 7 Samurai?
No.
You ever seen that?
No, I've never seen that.
Oh man, it's pretty accurate. It's kind of
That's
accurate
like,
actually.
That's like one of the weirder ones that I saw that was really funny is how the Lego Movie and the Matrix are the same story.
What was it? You cut out a little bit on my end.
The Lego Movie and the Matrix are the same.
Oh, oh. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me such lies.
That one's really funny.
Oh god. Oh, I watched the Seven Samurai one so long ago, but I gotta find it. It's really funny. Like it like makes sense. Cause like like what they have to like how the structure of Seven Samurai and how A Bug's Life is where the main character has to go find these old Seven Samurai because I believe it's during a time in Japan where samurais weren't very common and they were the heroes at one point. Yeah, it's along those lines. So it's really good. If you actually haven't seen Seven Samurai, I highly recommend it. And it's really good, but I'm really excited for Ghost of Tsushima. It really, because everyone was like, oh, Ghost of Tsushima, I'm so excited. I'm like, excited for what? We literally haven't seen anything. And then I believe Sucker Punch was like,
They sucker punched it
I'm
right
like,
out into
okay.
his fucking
I'm like,
face.
okay, you got
That's
it.
crazy, like the shit that they've done over the past few years. Sucker
Yeah, I
Punch?
think
Oh, yeah.
I think
Like, they
Ghost of
made
Tsushima was
Rocket,
announced
Like
at
originally, they made this fucking Sly Cooper series. They fucking sold the Sly Cooper series. They made
Yeah.
Infamous. They're not doing anything with Infamous anymore, and now they're making the Samurai game.
So is that just
Give
like
us the
confirmed
Samurai
that
game,
Infamous is
please.
just like over?
I don't know, bro. I really don't. Like, I have so many issues. Mainly, my issue is like with Second Son, is that like it was so short. Because that was like a launch title
Yeah,
for the
for
PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And they were like just testing the waters with that system's architecture. And like the game, you beat it so quickly. It is not a long game by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
And like it felt like they were gearing up to do something with the series. Because it's like X-Men. You can do anything with that kind of topic.
Yeah.
It's just people with superpowers. Like, you can do anything that you want to. But,
Is there-
like, they just didn't.
It was... Because I know nothing about Infamous Second Son. Do they mention Cole like in the slightest?
Yeah,
they mentioned Cole in a DLC mission, whereas like, and that really pissed me off too, because like, you do a mission for Cole, and you actually get Cole's jacket. You can wear his jacket.
It wasn't Cole. It was Zeke that you do a mission for.
Yeah, well, yeah, Cole's dead. Like,
Yeah.
so you
Spoiler.
do a mission for Zeke.
Well, he
And,
dies in
Spoiler.
the second game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And like, you get Cole's jacket, and like, Zeke calls you and talks to you, and like, it just sucks because like, you expect Zeke to call you and talk to you and say something about Cole or something to help advance the lore, and you just end up having a really awkward one-sided conversation with him, and then that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
It's
sucks.
almost like comedic relief, and
That
it's like, what
sucks.
wasted potential.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's kind of fucking crazy.
I was gonna ask if Cole was like in it, it's somehow, or like even like in a flashback, did they like change his voice back, or is it still retarded?
I don't know. I hope that
Or
they do
is it
something.
still retarded?
Infamous.
Bro, his fucking voice in Infamous 2 is awful.
Yeah, I didn't really like the voice change.
He went
Actually,
from
you got the-
being like a cool protagonist to being fucking Ellis.
Like Boom Howard?
Really just sounds like Ellis from Left 4 Dead 2.
He does.
I expect him to come out and be like, I love
One thing I
horses."
thought was cool that Second Son did was they made an homage to what the fuck was his name? The real life superhero. Fuck, what was his name? It's killing me. He's like it's called Black Lightning, not Black
Who are
Lightning.
you trying to find?
What was that?
Black Dynamite.
What was it?
The real life superhero?
Yeah,
Black
so you
Dynamite
know how
versus
like
Black
there are
Lightning?
people that like acted as like vigilantes, like actual real life vigilantes. You ever hear about them?
At some point, but I don't really remember jack crap about it.
There was like a whole bunch of shit that was going on with it. What the fuck was his name, dude? Phoenix Jones. That's what it was. Phoenix Jones.
Phoenix
They paid an
Jones.
homage to Phoenix Jones because he was a popular vigilante. What he really did around the city was essentially running up to anything that he would see a crime about. He would call the police first, and then he would try to like make sure nothing escalated to anything further. And then he also started doing things with other people. And he was actually like the cops actually liked him too, and like he would also follow up on leads. He got a lot of people. He actually did put people in jail.
That's awesome.
He was. You could look him up. He's really cool.
Yeah, I
And they
actually
paid a
I just
cool-
looked up Phoenix Jones and he looks sick as shit.
Yeah, he's really cool. He actually had like bulletproof like vests and shit. But like then he started to like fall down, and like it's a real life application of the phrase you either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain, because he started doing some like shady stuff. He started
apparently
like
a martial
societies
artist.
and
That's
shit,
really cool.
and then he would like take money and spend it on things he wasn't supposed to spend it on. And then like he was interviewed about it eventually, and he was basically like, yeah, it's really true, dude. Like you either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain.
Damn, rip Phoenix Jones, gone but not forgotten. Speaking of PlayStation 4 or 5, video games, I've heard all the stuff that involves Last of Us 2, and I'm just kind of disappointed.
I'm not gonna lie, Phil, and I hope that this doesn't tarnish the conversation. And this is why I put no spoilers in like our notes.
Yeah.
I don't know what the leaks are, and I don't plan on like looking at them.
Oh, no, that's fine. I mean, of course, I'm not going to be like, oh, here it is, asshole.
I mean, I know some things, but I can like I can generally
know
speak about
what
it.
They
at the very
try
least.
to do. So they do this thing where they kind of like try to flip the narrative, essentially.
It takes the story takes themes of revenge, and that's really it.
So that's about it. Like they do this thing where they like switch the narrative.
And I think that's a good way to do it. Is just that the way they're doing it is very weird. It's not very agreeable
I feel like
with
it's
everybody.
too-
And I'm not going to
too
say
early.
what exactly happens. It's just not very.
So it's weird, of course, when you don't want to we don't know spoilers, of course, because I know Ant, you want to play it because Last of Us 1.
I'm
is a
getting
very,
it
very good game.
regardless because of just The Last of Us 2 is going to be the first video game in a while, or I'm sorry, the first stealth game in a while where prone is implemented in stealth, in a stealth game. It's been a while. I've had, there haven't been many games that have been using prone too much. I mean, the most I can really think of is maybe Ghost Recon, but I couldn't get into it. It's just. It's just, I don't know, I like what they're doing with the whole stealth systems in
Yeah,
like
I
as a
might
game,
feel
it
like
looks
it's
really
gonna be
fun.
a game. I feel like the game might be good mechanically, hopefully. You know what I mean? That's not a bunch of people clipping through the floor and the wall. And I feel like the story stuff, again, from what I heard, definitely put a big damper on me. It did kind of affect me. Do I really want to buy the game, or do I want to go over to a friend's house and watch it? So eventually, I mean, the game's what? When's the game coming out? July or something?
It's soon. Nah, it's this month, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's coming out soon.
No
yeah.
way, really?
The one thing I will say is that I haven't seen too much gameplay, but it looks like they have really improved the system from the first Last of Us. I just hope that
Well,
it's
and I
enough.
guess I'll be over your house next Friday.
In 11
We're
days.
coming over.
Play Last of Us.
Yeah, I'll see you in 11 days.
The one thing
Stream it.
that I would really like to talk about is not so much about Last of Us the game and the spoilers, but Sony's response to the leaks.
Oh yeah.
Where
disgusting.
Sony went crazy with the DMCA's. Obviously they tried to attack people that actually put up the leaks, but they also tried to attack people with copyright claims. If they so much as mentioned the leaks, they didn't even have to show it. And it's really fucked up because that is a clear abuse of the copyright system, but it was also almost completely automated. I'm almost sure of it, because there was one point where Sony made a tweet about The Last of Us, and it got hit with a copyright claim. So they hit themselves with a copyright claim. So I am almost completely convinced that they had a bot just automatically flagging anything that was talking about The Last of Us 2 with a copyright claim. And that is such a massive abuse of the copyright system. It's just a shame. Warner Brothers
I
pulls the same
could
kind
believe
of
that it
shit.
was a bot, just when any of the word was mentioned, they just try to ping it down and go bing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't do that, that isn't right. And also,
Yeah, of course, 100%.
another scummy thing that Sony did is The Last of Us 2, as you might know, is not out yet.
Yeah.
There are a few review copies floating around, and I think there are a few retail copies in other countries that are floating around too. But even if you have a disc to play The Last of Us 2, you still have to download information from Naughty Dog's and Sony server side in order to play the game. You get a new game for the PlayStation 4, you can't just put it in and play it. It has to download information, and then you can actually play the game.
Yeah.
It has to download and
How
install
big is it?
information. It's not all on the disc. You need an internet connection. You have to download stuff server side. Not for every game, but for some games. And there are 1,000+ reviews for The Last of Us 2 on the PlayStation Store. And they basically just seem to be fake positive reviews made by Sony. Because, the PlayStation Store is owned by Sony, And, I doubt that, all of these reviews are actually made by people that got, early copies and also left a positive review inside of the PlayStation Store. Not many people do that. I don't leave reviews in the PlayStation Store, know?
No.
And I doubt that a lot of people, even people that do, reviews of the game, get early review copies leave a positive rating in the store. And this is like thousands, like 1,000+ positive reviews, you know, and it's like, I think that Sony is injecting these positive reviews into their own platform to kind of like make people think that, oh, this is a really good game because it has really good positive reviews. But I think they're all just fake.
I mean, it's also possible that people could also be review bombing, because that's like very common now, where like they'll find like it happens with Marvel movies all the time. Like fucking months before the movie even comes out, like you'll go on Rotten Tomatoes and there's like 1,000 fucking like 10 out of 10 reviews just because it's a Marvel movie, you know?
But this is like actually on the PlayStation Store itself, like on a PlayStation 4. And you can't leave those kind of reviews if you don't have the game. If you don't actually own the game. This is like specifically like a user or like a player review section that's on the store itself.
Like you can't leave.
This isn't like on a forum or anything.
So
like
you're not.
that.
Well, so what you're telling me is that you're not allowed to leave a review unless you've purchased the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they literally bar you from doing that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Because it's not like it's on a forum or on like a Sony website. Like this is reviews that are in the
I could
PlayStation
understand that,
Store itself.
But what I was saying is like you can't just like go to the Last of Us 2 page that has like the trailer or whatever and like leave a review if you wanted to.
No, it's not like Steam.
It will.
You have to like own the game.
Gotcha.
In a way that I don't know. I think that makes sense, just in the sense that like if you can't really talk about the game unless if you know, because you could leave a bad review too, just as easily and not have bought the game. I feel like that's just to control like legitimate reviews of it.
The thing is just like, you know,
but this is also kind of weird.
1,000+ positive reviews on a game that isn't even out yet.
Yeah,
you know,
it's also just weird because like. If that's the system that Sony put in place and they're doing that, like, why would you do something so fucking obvious? Like, obviously fake.
Yeah.
Because people don't think that they'll notice. Like what if you send out a review copy? Like, why would you post it on
just trying
the
to,
PS4 PSN store
and also,
when
like,
you just go to your fucking?
Why Last of Us 2? Like, people. I mean, I know that the leaks came out and people are upset, but also like. It's fucking Last of Us 2. Like, the game's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like, there's no doubt about it. It's fucking Naughty Dog. They have not steered us wrong yet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, there's no doubt. Like, why are you review bombing your own fucking game?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because it's all they have?
I think they're just.
I feel like it is. I don't know.
that
I don't know what else
they're
Naughty
doing
Dog
it
has anymore.
Because of it's like damage control.
Yeah.
Because like so many people
are like
found out about the leaks and like just canceled their pre-orders. I think they're trying to like, you know, try and reduce that by like as much as possible, any way that they can.
I'm sure
the game should just speak for itself.
It will when it's out.
Yeah.
I think the game will be fun. It looks like it's going to be a really fun time. You know, gameplay wise, I'm not sure how much people are going to like it story wise.
It's what's happening though is rough for them because like game purchases is like the most important thing. Unless you're offering like a subscription service or you have like multiple DLCs in a game or whatever, like actually having people physically buy the game is like so fucking important.
Yeah.
Like people say that like games like Fallout 76 and like Anthem were flops. Like the game itself was sure. But they sold fucking great.
Yeah.
And they still made a shit ton of money off of them, you know?
Yeah.
It's the same concept. Like, if people start, like, canceling, like, Last of Us pre-orders and shit like that, it's gonna affect their bottom line.
I mean, understandable, but, like, if the game speaks for itself, like, regardless
hopefully people will purchase it after the fact.
Like, people are... Unless they're just assholes, you know? And they're like, well, this thing in the story doesn't... I don't like it, so... No. Even if the game is literally Game of the Year material, you know what I mean?
Let's see.
Yeah.
It probably won't.
Yeah, you know, it's just a matter of
definitely.
time. Like the game, like I said, the kind of game comes out next week. Like I'm probably not gonna buy it because like I haven't bought a new fucking video game in God knows how long, right?
Yeah.
I don't even buy.
But I'll probably like try to watch it and see it. It might be good, like gameplay wise.
I bought Doom Eternal.
Also-
Well, it was brand new.
Don't mean to.
Yeah,
I was
or-
going
also
to
not
make
more, but
a
also,
similar like thing where I was like,
that
man,
game's
I haven't been
100
hyped for a
gigabytes,
game in a
dude.
long time. And Doom Eternal.
No, like I bought Doom Eternal like almost full price. Like it was maybe like $5 cheaper than the actual retail price. But other than that, all of my games I usually just get them off of like a key site, like Allen Keys or like G2A, because like you can get them for so fucking dirt cheap. Like people buy Steam keys in bulk, and then you buy them off like a third-party website. Like I said earlier, I've been playing like Assassin's Creed recently, and like I went to go and buy like the Ezio collection, and like I think on the Ubisoft store the Ezio collection is like $30, but I was able to find the Ezio collection on like a third-party website for like $12, you know. Or like a really big one that was funny to me is the original Dead Space. I wanted to get the first Dead Space for Steam, and I think on Steam the original Dead Space is like a $20 game. I found it on a third-party website for literally $2.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts when you buy third-party.
$2.
Kind of 2 marshmallows.
Did you? I don't know if you guys heard me on my end because I think Discord on my end shut out. But did you see like how many gigabytes fucking The Last of Us 2 is?
No, how much?
I'm gonna guess it's like 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, dead on. Like actually 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. That was
Like it's
just a
actually
guess.
like dead as 100 gigabytes, and The Last of Us 1 was like 4.3.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Last of Us Remastered on PS4 is 43 gigabytes. That game is as big as fucking Final Fantasy Remake. What the hell?
That's insane.
Like how big is this game? And it's gonna be so linear too, probably. Like what the fuck?
It's the graphics.
Yeah.
And probably the
The
lighting.
web.
Motion
Yeah.
capture.
So I'm kind of
What
happy I
did
have a
I
PC now. I don't
download?
have to deal with deleting shit off my PS4 just to make room for a game.
I can't wait to delete everything on my PS4.
Yeah, like it's like when Red Dead 2 came out, like what do? Do you delete Spider-Man? Like, oh no, if you delete everything off your PS4 and have Spider-Man, you can download Red Dead 2. That's what it was.
How much is Red Dead 2? Like 90 fucking gigs?
I think it's more than that.
Damn.
It's a lot.
120?
I remember I got a 2
I think
terabyte
it's
hard drive
fucking
just for it,
huge.
and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep
Oh,
this.
it's close. It's 99.
Wow.
Damn.
I think I downloaded like a random like GameCube ISO the other day to use in like an emulator. I don't even remember what it was. It could have been like fucking Wario World or some shit.
Oh, correction.
just
No, I'm
like-
sorry. I'm sorry. It looks like Red Dead 2 is almost twice the size of Skyrim. Or some. Oh no, that's map size. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was
But
about to say.
it does look like it's 99 gigabytes on PS4, and from what it looked like, from what I'm reading, you would need to make room more for the if you're going digital. And then you bought it digitally, it might be like 50 gigabytes on top of the 99.
It's crazy how back in the day games were like just a few megabytes.
Yeah.
Like, a few
Like fucking-
megabytes.
I think like when I put Metroid Prime on like my USB so I could play it on the stream, I think it's literally like 1 gig. And that's
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, God.
Metroid Prime, which is huge.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I know.
so funny.
It's honestly crazy. It really
Oh,
is.
video games, you've come so far.
Yeah.
Because
Just-
like, oh my god.
I'm so happy we're getting 1 terabyte hard drives now. I'm so happy. What a year to be in for next gen consoles. Oh, thank God.
I just wonder what is making the game so huge, like compared to old ones. Because like, I as I said, probably like 5 fucking times now. I think it's actually 3. But I've been playing Assassin's Creed recently, and like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, like it wasn't really that big of a game, like download size, you know. And like that game looks really freaking good. Really freaking good. And like I'm just amazed that like some games I feel like they don't really look that much better, and yet they're almost like 6 times the fucking size, you know what I mean? I don't understand what is making games so massive nowadays.
I mean, even like mods for Fallout, because like anytime I download different like clothing packs and shit, like even with stuff that takes or uses the same assets that's already in the game, because they're making so many different like textures for the models, like, you know, it just takes up so much more space.
Honestly, watch a video of some cutscenes from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It looks really fucking good. And the game is 8 gigabytes. And the game looks so good, it operates so well. I feel like if game companies cared a little bit less about, like, cutting edge fucking graphics and just focused on making a game make a game look as good as Brotherhood, and just make it so that it's fun, it has the good gameplay mechanics and whatever, like, and you're fucking golden. I don't understand why a game has to be like 100 fucking gigabytes, you know?
I actually just looked up how old this game is. It's fucking 2010, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, but like for a game that came out in 2010, it actually doesn't look like all that bad.
It looked like, especially when you look at like Assassin's Creed 2 compared to Brotherhood, like it's like night and
it's a massive,
day. It's
massive
insane.
increase, even for like a year.
And it really does look
like
fucking great.
Now imagine RTX on it though.
It's just mind-boggling to me. I don't understand what's making the file sizes so huge.
Yeah,
it's the graphics.
Like, do you remember that one thing that they said about, like, way back, like when Arkham Knight came out, how like the Batmobile has so many polygons that it couldn't even fit on like the like memory storage capabilities of like an Xbox 360 disc.
Yeah.
And it's like that's insanity. That's absolute fucking insanity.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Hell, just look at Red Dead 2. Horse testicles couldn't fit in a Blu-ray fucking disc.
Love that.
A Blu-ray disc. It was revered to have so much space. Freaking Metal Gear Solid 4 was freaking bragging about how like, oh, we're on a Blu-ray disc. It's dual layered too. No need to swap discs. And it's fucking and now we have to swap discs.
For some horse nuts.
For horse nuts.
Dude, I love that though. I love that the horse nuts are so rendered beautifully.
And of course, you know, the impressive like, oh, I can see a storm from the next town. I guess I should move my horse over to my stable that I stole. Anyway, it's
I do hope that for next gen, I hope the ability of next gen will give us games that can be played at 60 FPS, honestly. Like that's all I want.
I think graphics get in the way of that a lot.
Yeah.
And I think
because
people need to
of the limitations. Because like they're doing the limitations from
graphics
consoles.
Obsessing. Especially since how much of a problem is it lately that like modern games will literally like on console lag?
Yeah, honestly, like performance is so much more important to me than like the 4K fucking texture stuff that's going on.
Like how many times when we were playing Doom Eternal earlier, did like graphics like glitch, or like the objective marker on the final boss was just broken?
Yeah,
it's like, and even some new games, like the same fucking thing would have happened with Doom Eternal, where like people don't want anyone like cheating in their game. Like even if it's a single player game, like anti-cheat software has a noticeable impact to fucking performance. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Origins, which came out in 2018. That has anti-cheat built into it. And I have an i5 processor. I think it's like an i5 6600K. For like, it's meant for fucking overclocking. Like, this fucking thing is supposed to be a powerhouse. And I get, whenever I play Assassin's Creed Origins and I'm not running any other program, it will tank my fucking CPU usage. Like, I'm getting like 90 to like 100% CPU usage just off of the game alone. And I found out that it's so CPU heavy because of the anti-cheat. The crack version of the game without anti-cheat runs way fucking better than the original game. And it sucks.
That's fucking
it sucks.
nuts.
It's so hard to get like good frame rate out of that game. You have to put everything at like the lowest possible freaking settings to get like 60 FPS out of it, you know?
Yeah, I know that's been a thing that's been like going around, like anti-cheat stuff, like especially with on PC, like especially with Doom Eternal recently. They did like for some reason Bethesda put in an anti-cheat system for Doom Eternal, and it's the one that like can track your information and shit.
The thing, like, I understand it. Like, they're doing the same thing with Valorant. Like, I understand that, like, online multiplayer games should have some form of anti-cheat. But, like, the way that they're implementing it is wrong. Like, the anti-cheat software should launch when you try and, like, enable multiplayer mode. But if you're just playing a single-player game...
Like,
gives you crap if you're cheating.
Yeah, exactly. Anti-cheat shouldn't activate... with the game's launch. Like, anti-cheat should activate when you launch into multiplayer. But when you have it just like launch with the game. It affects single player.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, who gives a fuck if you're cheating in single player? That's your prerogative. You're not ruining anybody else's day because you're cheating in single player, you know?
It doesn't.
Hell, look at GTA.
Yeah.
They literally make the
GTA Online is so fucking broken. At least the last time that I played. It is not fun.
Yeah, like, there are reasons for anti-cheat. I understand its inclusion, but, like, it needs to be integrated better. Like, when people found out about, like, you know, how they were going to make it so that Denuvo anti-cheat, like, starts up on your computer launch. Like, not even on launching Doom Eternal. It starts up as one of your startup processes with your computer. It's why?
Yeah.
Like, why?
It doesn't make any
Yeah,
not even
like,
playing the game.
especially when I started up Apex Legends on here, because you have to go through Origins. It gives you a little anti-cheat thing, and I'm like, fuck. Do I have to, like, make sure my information's okay or something before, like, my shit gets out there?
Even when I was playing fucking Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which came out in what, you said, like 2010? Like,
yeah.
It has anti-cheat built into it as well. It's called Punk Buster. It's like an old-ass anti-cheat software that is built into the fucking game itself, so you can't cheat in multiplayer. And it's like, why does this have to start up with the game? Like, why does that have to launch with the game if you're going into single player? It should just launch up when you activate multiplayer mode.
Yeah. Like, how hard could that be to, like, implement or to program, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just messed up.
Like, there are better ways of doing it and shit like that.
It's sad, because, like, even with Origins, like, a cracked version of the game runs way better than the actual version that the company releases. You know, and that's just sad.
Yeah.
If anything, it, like, condones people to fucking crack games in the future more often.
Yeah, because then they don't have to
work
fucking
around
deal with
the
it.
fucking anti-cheat software.
People fucking cheat anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, especially like if you don't have like a much of an anti-cheat system or like thing to get rid of cheaters. Like on Destiny 2 with Trials of Osiris, there were a lot of people cheating on PC, but since Bungie doesn't really have a ban cheaters thing like on Steam like Battle.net did, they're just banning people, sorta. And it shows up on their Steam profile, but they're just back at it cheating again. You know, they don't really have a way to handle it currently, I don't think, at least. Until, like, the next fucking season or whatever. But, I guess on that note, with cheating, and being dirty, dirty cheater boys, I think that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Enemy Controller Podcast. If you enjoy the podcast of what we do, you can follow us on all social media platforms. You know, everything's GCN related. We have a little playlist for the podcast, and we have also a bunch of other LPs. And since this shit's almost over with everything going on in the world, hopefully, and we'll be able to go over and record finally. Thank God. We'll definitely be banging out some new episodes. I'm very excited for Bloodstained, and I actually got to pick up Persona 5 R because it's on sale, I think, right now for 25% off. So I picked that up. I have the thumbnail for that. It looks really, really good.
Yeah, Beck did an amazing job.
It's very, very good. I love the G on Yusuke's mask. And I love it. It's really good. Persona 5 R is a pretty good fucking video game, I can tell you that much, from what I've been hearing and seeing some stuff. I only saw a couple, so I haven't seen everything yet. But I'm actually very excited to play it with somebody, especially Mike, since, Persona seems to be something we talk about every so often.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
Because Persona is really cool. I actually got my friends to play Persona 3 and 4, thank God.
Nice.
Yeah, because those games are also very good. And I actually wouldn't mind me playing them, going down a little memory lane.
Mm-hmm.
This has been the Enemy Controlled Podcast, and we hope to see you, anybody, listening in next time.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
For
Goodbye.
listening.